7 now, and one of just 3 family shelters in Multnomah County, Path Home helps hundreds of parents and children out of homelessness.
Path Home Executive Director Brandy Tuck explains more about the work they do and how you can get involved.
I am Brandy Tuck, Executive Director at Path Home, and we are here in our Family Village shelter today. Path Home's mission is to empower homeless families with children to get back into housing and stay there. Path Home has 4 core programs that we operate. When we possibly can, our first program is to prevent homelessness before it ever even starts. If you were to ask me the real solution to ending homelessness, it's preventing it before it ever starts for families with children, where families during times of economic challenges, they're about to get an eviction notice. We help those families pay their back rent or their back utilities so they never have to lose their housing. That prevents the crisis and trauma of homelessness. And it's also the most cost-effective intervention that we provide. On average, we spend about $3,000 or $4,000 per household to prevent homelessness, compared to $15,000 to rehouse a family. When we can't prevent homelessness, we have our Family Village shelter for up to 17 families with children. So each family gets their own individual private room with a real door that locks and real furniture. In addition to the 17 private bedrooms, we also have lots of common spaces that families can enjoy. Things like a library, computer lab, lots of living room spaces with video games and TV. We have a little kids play area, and then we have really abundant outdoor space with things like a garden, a playground, and a basketball court. We help 98% of families from shelter move back into permanent housing, and the average length of stay is about 3.5 months before families move through on their journey to permanency. We help all the families from shelter move back into housing, plus lots more families that are referred to us through a Multnomah County-wide homeless family system waitlist. So we help over 400 families a year in their journey back into permanent housing. And finally, we have a basic income guarantee program, which is based on worldwide research that shows the fastest and most efficient way to end not only homelessness, but to end poverty is by giving people cash and allowing them to manage their own household budgets. So Path Home gives $575 a month for 2 years to support households in their journey to stability. Path Home has lots of volunteers. Whether you're a seasoned volunteer or a brand new volunteer, there is certainly a place for you here at Path Home. We have volunteers who come in and do help with our meal service. So we have people who come and help our chef, Josh, make lunch and dinner every day. We're feeding, 75 or 80 people each meal. So you might come and do prep, peeling, chopping, cooking, stirring, organizing, dishes, helping serve to the families for sure. And it's a really fun and low barrier program to volunteer in. We also have programs where you can come volunteer to play with the kids. We have Kid Club, and we have Play Space, which is a trauma-informed play therapy group. We actually train volunteers in this curriculum on how to provide trauma-informed play therapy, and we do these Play Space groups a few times a week, led by a couple of volunteers together. We have something called Grounds Crew, where volunteers come and help us keep up our beautiful campus. We have about an acre of land out here in the Lentz neighborhood, and we need help with weeding and planting and harvesting. So volunteers can come and work on our Grounds Crew a couple times a month, usually in the morning. And this is also a really great group opportunity. If you are a corporation or a faith community or a neighborhood group or whatever kind of group you're in, you can come and do a group volunteer day with us where you can do things like Grounds Crew. And then we also have a turnover team. When families move out of shelter back into permanent housing, our goal is to turn that room over as fast as we possibly can. So we enlist volunteers to help us do that. And we have volunteers who come in and do a deep clean. And then we have new linens, new pillows, new blankets, new cleaning products, all the different things families need while they're here in shelter. We restock that and get ready to welcome a new family. Path Home has participated in many years of the Standards Volunteer Expo, and we find that it's actually the best kind of event like this that is in our community. It's a time when so many amazing nonprofits get together in Pioneer Courthouse Square during a whole day, and people are able to come and learn about the nonprofits, learn about ways to volunteer, get on sign-up lists for newsletters and things like that, and just really get to have a community-minded afternoon where it just feels like civic engagement, really, and it's a really special time that we're proud to be part of. Path Home has a really long relationship with the Standard. We have several dozen of their employees who donate monthly to Path Home. We have had the Standard as a partner and to help us buy Family Village. The Standard was a big part of our capital campaign back in 2018, and we have just really enjoyed this partnership over a couple of decades.
Path Home, they're doing so much incredible work in our community, and they are one of more than 100 local nonprofits who you can find at this year's Standard Volunteer Expo. KOIN 6 and Portland CW are proud media partners of this year's 17th annual event. So mark your calendars for Thursday, September 4th at Pioneer Courthouse Square, where you can learn more about Path Home and so many amazing nonprofit volunteer opportunities.
Great stuff there.
Absolutely.